Hey BGBers, and welcome to What's Cooking. Today we are playing RedWood by Sit Down Games, and I believe you have some notes, yeah?
Yeah, so we got a nice little letter with some information about the game in there, and I did want to point out, I hope, as always, that I say names correctly. But working with so many international designers and publishers, it becomes quite difficult for me.
Yes, I'm sorry.
So, this game is designed by Christoph Rimbald. I hope I said it right. Who, did you know, is actually the designer of Colt Express.
No way!
Yeah, so this game was designed by the same designer of Colt Express, which is a huge hit for our family.
It's amazing, and parties and all.
Yeah, it's a great filler game that we play with a lot of people. Super lightweight. Well, not quite filler. It's a little bit longer.
Right, but it's
we play it
super
with our kids. We play it with new gamers.
Anyway,
it's good for the Muggle gaming community.
we love it.
And the art is by, as you already know,
Edu Vals.
Edu Vals,
Batoku.
who did the amazing Patoku, and we have a video of that on our channel as well.
It's somewhere here.
Yeah, so this game is called RedWood, and we're going to be playing the two-player game of the base version. But before we get into it and down to the business, you guys need some rules, so we'll be right back. In RedWood, players take on the roles of wildlife photographers, setting out to dazzle their audience with an amazing panorama of harmony, capturing nature and wildlife in your shots. This game is brought to you by Christoph Rimbald, who is the mind behind the amazing game Colt Express. The artwork is by Edu Vals, who also illustrated the amazing Batoku. And the game is being published by Sit Down, which has produced multiple games that our family has loved when they hit our tables. In RedWood, players receive a player board for their panorama and two awesome identical miniatures. Set up the amazing stands that hold the movement and angle templates. Then follow the rules for setup listed on the aura card you randomly chose. RedWood consists of 5 rounds in which players will take turns with 3 phases. First, choosing templates, then moving your photographer, and finally taking the photo. When choosing templates, the first template you must choose is your movement template. You can choose any movement template on the display or in front of another player, but you may not choose a template in front of you. If you take a movement template from another player, they receive a pine cone from the supply, which counts as a point. Players are not allowed to take any template to have a closer look or hold them over the board to see if it's a good fit for them or not. Touching it counts as taking it, so choose carefully. Once you have selected your movement and laid it in front of you, it's time to select the angle. Angles determine how wide and how far your shot will be. A great photographer is able to judge distance and composition to get a great shot. So choose wisely from the available templates on the display or in front of another player. The same rules apply as did with the movement tile. Once you have both templates in front of you, it's time for your photographer to move. Attach the arm to the base of your photographer. You can choose to flip the template if you wish. However, the template cannot cover part of another photographer or animal. After rotating the template as you wish, take your second photographer and place it on the circle. Then carefully remove the template and previously placed photographer or miniature, and that will end your movement. Now it's time to seize the moment and capture the image. Attach the angle you chose to the newly placed photographer and rotate it to make sure animals, trees, and plants are all completely covered. It is not allowed for another photographer to be in your shot. I don't think you want them there anyways though. Now, determine the background. There is a line on the angle, so trace that line all the way to the edge of the board. If this line points to a specific biome or land type, take the corresponding card. If the line is pointing to a signpost between 2 biomes, you may choose a background card matching one of the 2 neighboring biomes. If the sun was on the biome, take the sun token. Place both the biome and the sun token, if you had to take one, on the same space of your player board. If there are other photos already on your player board, you must place the photo on an empty space to the left or the right of those photos, never in between. Now, take the animals, trees, and plants that you captured in your image that were completely covered with your angle on the background card. But don't forget to be gracious when that element is just a millimeter hair outside of the angle. This preserves the exciting element of success in barely getting the shot. you will notice icons on the background cards which indicate a limit to how many elements can be placed in your photo. Also, you will lose 1 point for each icon that is not covered at the end of the game. You cannot, however, cover icons from previous photos with elements from a photo you are currently taking. Now check the objective cards surrounding the edge of the board, of which a new one is revealed at the beginning of each round. If you have fulfilled any of the objectives, receive the indicated pine cones or points for each one. Yes, you can complete multiple objectives with one photo. Once the shot has been taken, each of the animals in your photo will scatter to the other preferred biome. If this biome is full, you can move the animal to any space you wish. When all players have followed these steps, move the sun and reveal the next objective card. You will receive points for each different animal in your panorama, of which there are 7. Then receive points for each seamless connection between your background cards. Neighboring biomes flow seamlessly into the next, and you can tell this by the artwork on the background cards. Up to 4 seamless connections can be made. Now count up your pine cones. Each one is worth 1 point. Each animal in your panorama also has a number of pine cones listed on them. Gain the points indicated on each animal. Gain 2 points for each tree. Then, if you had a sun in your panorama, gain 4 points. If you don't have a sun, gain nothing, but if you have more than one sun, lose 1 point. Also, lose a point for any uncovered icons in your background cards. Lastly, gain 1 point per flower on your photos. Add those points up, and the photographer with the most points is the winner. Keep in mind that there is also a team version and expert variant of the game which are not covered for this playthrough. We are showcasing the base version of the game. Although we do not have it here, we are also very excited about the expansion which is included in this crowdfunding project, RedWood Into the Wild, which will add character cards, animals, the giant sequoia, and more. Okay, it's time to put on your boots, don those snazzy sunglasses, and I hope you charged your camera battery and didn't forget your SD card. Let's get to the game. Here we are back, and Rachel is actually the start player, so she's going to go ahead and start us off. So the first thing we're going to do is flip over the number 1 card.
Number 1 card.
Since the sun doesn't move in the first round.
Okay.
And it looks like we get pine cones or points for anything inside the circle, so the perfect shots.
Right.
And then any trees that we have. Now you are the first one to get to select where to place your character on one of the outposts.
I know. So I think I'm going to go here.
That is a good and interesting selection.
While you're thinking about where you want to go, I need to think about my movement.
I'm going to make it easy peasy. I'm going to go over here.
Easy peasy. Ooh.
So, now you pick a movement tile.
I think I'm going to go with number 1. The brown one.
So if you see on these, if you ever hear us mention number 1, also we have these laying down, so these little pegs
they're normally
may pop out because it's supposed to be standing up.
Which looks super cool.
Yeah, totally epic, but we can't really do that with the overhead camera view and get everything in there. So they have little dots on them like dice, like pips, that indicate what number the movement tile is.
Okay.
So Rachel, before you put it on and before you move, you were supposed to select your angle.
Oh yeah. Well, I wanted to do this one. So this is the one, and once I touch it, I have to do it. And so I'm gonna do it.
I believe in you.
Oh, thanks.
They're also easier to get off whenever they're hanging on the display.
Yes. So we are going to go here.
Okay.
I'm gonna gently move this off.
Slip it out. There you go.
Now I'll stick that over there for now, and I'll do it later. Okay, so let's see if mine is actually correct. If it will reach.
Which way are you trying to go?
This way. So I did not get that tree, unfortunately. And I did get the bear though. And it will be in this area.
So yeah, if we're following the line, it's going to be coming into the green.
Which will have
which will gain you a sun. if you wanted to, you could move it slightly. You'd still have the bear completely in there. It would be in there, so you get an extra pine cone.
That is true. See, we help each other out as best as we can.
And you're gonna get a pink flower, a purple flower,
Yep.
the bear token, which I'll hand you right now.
Thank you, my love. The sun.
Oh yeah, you also need a sun token, which is on that board over there.
I did get one. I did not cover all my spots.
Oh no.
I know, right? I was trying to go for the tree, but as you can tell, it did not reach that far. I think I should have needed one of those instead.
Okay.
But because I did this, I get one pine cone. And I will get negative
And
points.
what is the thing that you did?
I had the bear mostly in it, and you can tell that it
So
just
the
needs
perfect shot is what that's
Right.
called.
And so I'm going to take these off for you to possibly use. I'm moving my fingers off. It's your turn.
Alrighty. So yeah. So those are in front of her. So now I can choose from the ones that she has and any other ones available. I should have been thinking about what I wanted to do
You should have. I thought of mine.
while I was watching you, but I did not think.
No, I've never been to the Redwoods, but I would love to go.
I have also never been. Maybe we should go together.
I know. Date night. I mean, we could.
I believe it's number 3.
I also have to,
Oh yeah, we've skipped a step. You're supposed to move a bear.
and the bear likes to go where?
He will go to the green area.
The green area.
The greenest of the greens. So the forest.
Well, let's see if I can get
So
this
when
in.
you snap a shot of an animal, for some reason I prefer them like standing up.
Yeah.
I'm not doing handstands.
Okay, so you said the
So note to the design team,
No.
we have noticed, so with these little hexagon patterns, it might be easier to do circles
circle.
instead. But that might be less stable. So to each their own, I suppose. Yeah, can you hand me the number 3?
Okay. You've touched it, you must use it.
Oh, and
And now
first,
the white one.
I have to take the white one. You
And
are
what is the
correct.
white one? Photographer.
The angle.
The angle.
So well, I mean, it covers the whole angle, but it's technically the lens, I would suppose, that we're changing in the camera. I will take that one over there.
Number 2?
It's very wide. Yeah, number 2. I couldn't see the dots.
Okay. Ooh. Note to self.
Well, that's just a mess right now. But we're doing the best we can.
Nails are not always the best for games.
Not those thick ones that you got going.
They look pretty in the B-roll.
Okay.
Ooh, you're trying to get in the middle.
So if I were to go there, yeah, that could be my option. And then I could probably get maybe that far. I just don't know if it's going to be far enough. I don't know if it's going to be far enough.
I'm curious to see
Slightly.
what he's trying to take a picture of, because I am right there.
Well, it's very short
It is very short.
lens, so as long as you're not in the clear thing, we should be fine.
I'm so curious what you're gonna do.
So here's my person.
Yes.
I pull this out gently. Okay. So
Step one.
We'll just leave that there. Now, oh gosh. Well, that worked less
You're gonna have to move.
wonderful than I suppose. So, this could go this way. In which case, I'll get most of that flour. So, I gotta be careful not to move it around too much. So, if I went this way, I don't get both animals in, unfortunately. Oh, man. More difficult than I had supposed.
The wide angle lens, I feel like that one and the skinniest ones
Oh, this might be a good idea.
are the hardest.
So if I go to the fox, I don't get much options there. I get the flower, that. So this will give me the best bang for my buck. I will get it, buck. It's not a deer, but it's still kind of cool. It's an elk. So we're pointing directly at the outpost.
Right,
Here.
so you get to choose.
So I can choose what I want. And since I only have 3 items
Oh,
in, the purple flower, yellow, and the elk,
Oh, you got the purple? Yeah, yeah. Okay,
then it would be wiser of me to choose this background first.
Of course. There is a benefit to going boop, boop, boop.
But I was hoping to get a tree, which I did not get.
And you didn't get anything in the hole.
I did not
So you
get
didn't.
anything in the hole.
Now you have to move. Take your...
No, I have to take this off.
And then move the elk.
The elk shall move to a new location.
Now while you're doing that, I'm going to move the sun. The sun progresses. And then we are now on round 2. Ooh. So for this round, we have to, if we want more pine cones, we have to use number 2 and number 3. And that is number 2's over here, and you have number 3.
I do have number 3.
So,
oh goodness. That would have helped me last round.
Yeah, that would help you last time. I have shot here, so I should either go for the gray area or the red area if I want to help get points at the end. And I can also do round 1 as well again. So if I do 2, because it's 2 or 3, then I could possibly get this, and then I would go for, I think number...
All I hear is gibberish right now.
I know, right?
So which movement tile do you want?
I'm afraid if I do number 4, it'll be too short.
Then choose number 5.
So yeah, I think I'm gonna go for number 5. So I'm gonna do 2 over here. I'm gonna put this one back.
Oh, are you talking about the angle?
Yeah.
I see.
I'm doing the movement 2, because I
Okay.
want those points.
Movement of 2. Got it.
Let's see if this works. Okay, so I'm gonna go here. Let's make sure you stick it on correctly, Rachel. Oh, I think.
Now your path cannot go over any animals or people.
Right. Oh, that might be a problem. Okay. I think that's gonna have to work right there. Okay. So I'll go here, gently remove my number 2 movement person. And then I'm gonna do this one. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Now, my animal is completely covered.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, I don't need pink. Wait, it's still good. It's still in the gray.
Yeah.
Ah, sweet. I did not get the tree again, but I am not gonna do green again. So I like my move. I'm going to take the gray. I'm gonna put that here. We established this as an otter, right?
I was about to say, so what animal is this?
We're not
Yeah,
good with
I
our
think
animals.
As of right now, we're calling it an otter. I don't know. It probably said in the rule book what
They're
kind of
probably-
animal it was, but I
yes.
did not
We should have asked our kids.
retain that information.
Okay, and I got 3 covered on this, unlike last time. So I did not do this one or this one.
Did you use one of
I
these?
did use number 2, so I get 1
You
pine
get
cone.
1 pine cone. I'm falling behind drastically in pine cones. How
It's okay.
dare I?
Now, I'm gonna take this off gently, and then I'm gonna move our furry little friend
Sounds good.
to where would he like to go?
The otter wants to go to the river, which makes sense because he's an otter. You put him in an interesting spot for me.
Now here are mine if you would like to use it. And if he uses it, one of mine, I get a pine cone from the side.
Yeah, I'm not using any of yours. I don't
Why not?
think.
You want to get a pine cone, don't you?
I'm super good. I'm gonna go with. I gotta move pretty far. I think I'm gonna risk my biscuit on the 5, and then I'm gonna take that angle there.
Number 3?
Number 3, yes. So
Ha! Got it.
So this 3 goes back.
Yes.
And this 2 goes back. Come on, thing. Oh, that's like just perfect, right?
Just perfect. I think you're going for the otter.
It could be.
Are we both shooting otters this time? I mean, taking pictures of otters.
I might change the direction so you can flip these.
Right.
Which is handy. Because that might help me get it more in the angle I want.
Because you're doing a 3.
Oh wait, I have to be pointing at the redwood
wait.
though.
You're going for red.
I do have to point at redwood because I already have this one. You can collect the same one twice, but you don't get extra points for that, so boo on that. So there's this guy here. The redwood has 2 icons.
Right. And the sun.
So you pull you out. And then put this one in the thing. Oh goodness.
You got the tree?
I failed.
How'd you fail?
I was trying to do this.
To do either or?
To do both animals.
Oh.
Miserable. Because
then...
see, here's the problem. I already have an elk.
Right.
I don't need a second elk.
But you need the redwood, the red part. And, because I guess we're all in redwood forest.
So if I do that.
You have to cover his butt.
Oh, man.
Oh, you just...
Did I move him a little?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
here's the question. Am I enough in there to get it? It's a partial.
No, because it
picture.
looks like it's mostly covered.
You gotta be more.
And that doesn't look halfway.
Shada.
Sorry, but you do get a tree if you want to use the tree to get that extra pine cone.
I will absolutely use a tree. And that.
And you get oh, you don't get the purple flower. And you have your animal over there.
So red goes there. And so tree. And then I get another one of these elk. Because I really like the elks.
Makes sense. They're really cute.
They're my favorites, apparently. Okay, so the elk is now going to move back to the grasslands, looks like. Look on the doohickey here. Yep. There's only one spot.
Is that the grasslands? Is that what that's called?
Like prairie grass. I mean, yeah. It's mostly grass.
You got it. Now, can you move these?
But wait, I get a pine cone for having a tree in my image.
It's my pine cone, right? I was hoping he forgot, so that way, you know, it just...
Pine cones. Man, I think I'm going to start struggling here very soon to get all 7 animals.
I mean, sorry. Now, can you move the sun?
The sun
and
goes
what's number
here.
3?
Number 3 is...
Hey, that would have
Oh, man.
Too late.
I'm doing them backwards. I'm doing it before they're revealed. So
you should have cheated and looked at it before the game.
This objective is you get 2 pine cones for every animal you've already shot in a new image.
Nice.
Shot meaning took a picture of.
Right. Now, I could go for the yellow, or I could go for the red. So I think I'm gonna go for the yellow.
Yeah, I mean, unless you don't want to take a picture of animals.
Who wouldn't?
You could take a picture of scenery. Sometimes that's an objective, but
it is.
But there are no animals in red right now.
No, there is not. So I have to do this well, though. I don't think I can do a 2 or 3 because I have the 2, and 3 is a little bit too long.
You think the 3's too long?
Well, I think I want to go in yellow.
Yeah, I think that 3 will get you there.
But because if, maybe. So I'll try the 3 because I like pine cones. So I'm gonna do the 3, which I'm not gonna touch yet. And I think I want to go for the 4. Let's see if this works.
Okay.
Okay. I think that's... not even too long, guys. We'll see. Okay, so I'm gonna go there.
Okay. And now, what shall be your desired animals?
Oh, I got the flower. Oh my goodness, it worked out perfectly.
That's a pretty good shot.
Yeah. Wow. Bravo. Okay, so I'm doing the yellow.
I'm a little disappointed you're moving the raccoon.
Zippy. Well, now you can focus on that one. And I have a yellow flower, a raccoon, and a pink flower. Yellow flower,
Here's a raccoon.
pink flower, and raccoon, and tree. I finally got a tree in mine.
Well, that definitely shot you ahead, I think. You already got 3 different animals. And you got a tree.
And I have the scenario,
And
the
then you're gonna
scenes
get
correctly.
2 pine cones.
Right. So I'm completing 2 of these because the pink.
That's what I just said.
Okay, so 2 pine cones for the first camera. And this one I use.
Oh gosh, you get another pine cone.
3. Man, I'm on fire. And then that one is a no-no.
It's a no-no.
We have 4 kids.
That one's a no-no.
That one's a no-no.
You didn't get it.
But hey, I think that's my best shot so far out of all the games we've played.
Yeah, it was pretty
That was
good
pretty
shot.
legit.
It was very full
Yeah.
of life.
Now what are you going to do?
You have to move your raccoon first
After I move the raccoon.
to the gray area. He likes rocks, apparently.
And flowers. I put him next to flowers.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So I can go full green, or I can go towards yellow if I want to keep my panorama harmonized in all assets. And that's
put
really
this in the
what
wrong
we're
spot.
striving for, is just complete harmony, you know?
Right.
I'm gonna, what you doing?
It's supposed to go right next to the...
Yes. And so what Rachel can do now, you're allowed to shift your panorama at any point in time, but you can't split it, so you can't put anything in between.
I'm a little color deficient, so I saw the blue and thought it was gray. Excuse me, guys.
You're doing fine. All right. Whenever you're done with that, you can go
Yes.
ahead and hand me the 2.
Ooh, he's going for the 2.
And thankfully, the squirrel is quite small. So I'm going to take
Thank you, squirrel,
The
for being small.
the telephoto lens.
Oh, we've had some problems with this.
Quite long.
It's
So
not-
I'm risking it all again.
It's not the game's fault. It's our fault.
Because this is quite narrow.
It is so
and
narrow.
it does not cover animals
No,
completely.
it
9
doesn't.
times out of 10.
So
But
let's see if you're doing this
since I'm
correctly.
going kind of far, I might have ruined my entire life.
Hey, you married me. Your life isn't ruined.
So I should have gone for the 1 apparently.
Oh, man.
I don't think I'm gonna get the squirrel
You
in there.
might. It's a skinny squirrel. It's been, exercising and dieting lately.
I think I might have better luck. So I have to put it all the way on first. So that does help a little. So I'm gonna
Well,
go.
you might get a tree.
I'm gonna
No, you
go kind of like that.
Oh, you won't get that bear, though.
I think I'm gonna get the bear.
I don't think so.
I think I'm gonna get the bear
Well, let's see, guys. Anticipation.
because it's gonna go. Ooh, I might be a little too much. No. I think I'm more likely to get the bear now than I was before. Come on, I'm gonna get the bear. Oh, I didn't give these back. Here's this one.
3 goes right here.
And then the 5 is here. Come on, squirrel. You suck. Oh!
I would count it.
Millimeter rule?
Wait,
On
no.
both?
No.
On both?
So you have to pick and choose. Do you want the bear and the flower?
So if I had moved over slightly.
Yeah, but you didn't.
Oh, give me grace.
No.
Give me grace. I'll get
No.
3 in there.
No.
So.
You've played this more than once. And twice.
So what?
Told you it's a hard one. You took the risk. Hey, you might be able to get...
Well, I want the bear. He's worth more points.
Okay. So you get the bear and the purple flower.
Bear and purple flower.
It's such a risk to use that one.
And risk it I did.
You should have done the 5.
You were not kind. I
6.
could have done the 5. The 6 was fine.
That's a 7. The 6 was great.
You did the opposite of the rule book. You gave me not grace. That was like not our. So
It was like half of
in
the...
previous playtests, we did like, oh, grace means like 3/4 of it needs to be covered. No, only millimeters of it can be uncovered to be gracious.
You have to play the right one, the right way. Okay, so the bear.
So be gracious to the people playing with you.
Not like me, apparently.
Who are not professionals.
Okay, you're gonna move the bear.
Yeah, I'll move your stupid bear.
Hey, I like the bear.
He's going to
You
the
have
red.
the. It's great.
No, he's going to the gray.
Now, did you collect anything that? Did you have the bear twice? No, you did not have the bear.
So I didn't have the tree. I did use the 2, so I did get a pie cone.
Okay.
For that. Oh, I already put the thing back. It's supposed to still be in front of me.
Right.
Okay, so I did that. I didn't do this. I didn't get a tree. I didn't get it in the image.
The
Nope.
sun moves to
The sun moons?
moves to the yellow lands.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to be careful.
Game's almost over. Ooh,
So if you have an outpost, like
directly.
directly in front of that line that the angle makes, then you'll get 2 pine cones.
2 pine cones. Okay, so I'm gonna need either blue, which that is blue, or red. I'm in blue, so I should probably move back a little bit and shoot the...
Oh yeah, you don't
beaver.
have the river yet.
No, so if I move back just a little bit, I can shoot that beaver.
Don't shoot it.
I mean, take a picture of it.
Be kind to it. Well, technically, yeah. The film word for like shooting outside or out in the wild is shooting.
Let's see if I can get... No, I don't think I can do the 2 pine cones. I think I'm gonna play it safe. I'm gonna do the 1 and the 5 on your side.
5 you shall have.
That does not...
1 you shall take. Here you go.
So
And
I've
the
done...
4 is for me.
Okay, let's see if this works. I think that will work. So that will go there.
Rachel was not happy with her score last game, so
I
I
was
think
not
she
happy.
is looking for redemption and a little bit to crush me.
Maybe, but I don't think I'm gonna get this tree. Oh. No, I can't
Sorry,
get
it's
the tree.
partially covered. It's a no-go. What goes around,
Comes around.
literally in this game because it's a circle.
At least I got the beaver and the yellow flower. Yeah, that's what I got. So the blue, take, goes there. Fortunately, this is the last time I have to slide anything down. Goes there. So I get the yellow flower and the beaver. Can you hear me, the beaver, my dear?
Oh yes. I was planning my turn.
Well, that's good. Okay.
Oh boy.
So it's a no and a no, and a no, and a no,
No.
and definitely no.
No.
Okay. So this goes away. Beaver moves where, my dear?
Beavers like the redwood. So maybe you can go take another picture of it here in a minute, since I think that's where you'll be going next.
Maybe. Let's put him here. He's a little shy. He wants to go back farther. Away from me. Okay. Your turn.
Now my major problem is kind of where you're standing right now.
Yes. I mean.
I do like the one you chose.
The 5 or the 1?
The angle, so the 5.
It's a good one. The 4 is also good. But
Is it far enough?
4 is a little shorter though.
Oh boy, the decisions are cute.
I like how they number all these. So you kind of know the width, like how wide or narrow the shot is, how far you're moving. So how far and how wide are you shooting?
So I can't use this anymore.
Right.
Unfortunately.
No, but you can use a 1.
So I'll give this back to you.
Okay.
And I'm gonna take this 3.
Ooh. You'll get a pike.
And then with that 3. Man, that's tough stuff.
Hey, photography isn't easy.
I keep being risky.
Definitely not easy.
We're gonna keep going with risky.
Hey, sometimes risk is the only way you can shoot.
Are you just full of quotes about meaningless risk taking?
I am so proud of you that you're taking risks.
Thanks, love bug.
Gives me more points in the end, huh?
This is a bit wider, so I don't have to be as scared
I'm very curious what you're gonna do.
to get up on it.
Uh-oh.
Getting up on it. So I hope my movement is correct. Yeah, that's where I want to be. This is my dream.
His dream, guys. Oh, you're in the gray?
Have I taken a photo of a raccoon? My dream's to take a photo of this raccoon.
Yes.
My dream's accomplished.
Yes. I will let the bear be a part of it.
Oh, please. The bear is so in there.
His ear.
The tree's in there, but it's not in the hole.
Oh, you moved him back.
Moving forward just slightly.
So hard not to move.
Okay.
Okay, let's see what you get.
So
You got the tree.
I did it. I got all 4.
So let's give you the tree. You get a purple and a pink flower. So which one do you want to decide?
I already have the purple. I need the pink.
Okay, we'll do pink.
Give me that pink
Here you go.
flower. Oops.
And then you get to take a bear and a raccoon.
Purple. Wait, a bear and a raccoon?
Yeah.
Then I choose to not take the flower
Okay.
because I'd rather have the bear
Of course.
and the raccoon because the raccoon is likely at this moment being the bear's dinner.
Oh man.
Nummy
This
nummies.
just got
National
rated
Geographic up in here.
PG-13.
National Geographic did not sponsor this video, by the way.
So you did not put anything in the
His
hole.
foot's in there,
That's not majority.
like his
but
toes.
you did get a pine cone for the tree.
Pinecone.
So you used a number 3.
Pinecone.
So you got another one. You have how many of the same? You have a bear, so you get 2.
Dos. Pinecone.
And then you
Did not.
did not. That's usually something that you go for.
Yeah. If I didn't need the tree.
Yeah. You could have totally done it.
That would have worked. But then I would have only gotten I would have gotten a couple flowers.
You got a flower but the raccoons had
Does that tree count? It doesn't
No.
count. I'm just messing with you. Okay, so that was my angle.
Okay, the sun is
Probably
now,
my best turn for this
I
round.
think so. The sun is moving now to the... Oh wait, you have to move the raccoon and the bear.
The raccoon likes this area.
The bear likes
Green.
green. Oh yes. Last round.
Bear likes green.
So I need to shoot
In red.
in red.
If you want to keep your harmonization well.
Right. So,
I guess technically the hexagons have a point because depending on how you orient it, it makes the angle more easy. However,
you could still do that with a circle.
I can't live with that. The bear just looks silly if he's upside down.
And you could technically, with the circle, you can still rotate it.
Yeah, you could.
Okay.
But then it'd be easier to move accidentally.
That's
Anyway,
true.
where are you going to go?
I need the red. So if I do, let's see, where's 3? Do you have 3?
I have 3.
Can I just want to see the link.
Seeing is choosing. Close your eyes.
No, if I type,
Pick a number.
I feel like maybe 4 is going to accomplish what I want.
Wait, it's the start of your new turn, right?
Yeah.
Do we even say what the new objective card is?
I just said, oh, look.
So the new objective card is partially covered animals get you 3 piney gums.
Right. So, oh, and in the red section of this board only has 2 spots, which is good if I get the beaver on the edge, but get the squirrel in the picture.
Oh boy.
Okay. So I'm definitely going to do the 4. And then for this was a little too narrow.
So where are you gonna move?
I'm trying to figure out, so this is 5, I think.
Well, you're picking your movement first.
Right. I'm all mentally doing it. I think I want the 4, and then I'm gonna take the 4 from you, I believe.
Ooh, pine cone me.
So yes, you're gonna get a pine cone. So I'm gonna take the 4.
Solidifying that choice in.
4 and 4, together is a great combo.
It should be a winning combination.
So let's see if I did this correctly.
Let us see.
Now, we've played sit-down games, other transparent card kind of thing called Dive.
Yep.
And we really liked the game Dive. And it's great for kids. Actually, this one's too, because it's 8 and up.
Check out the link.
Yes.
Just put it randomly there. I'm going to put it down at the bottom now
But
just to mess with you.
You stink. I did not get the beaver. Oh well.
Did you even get it in red?
Yes, it's pointing right at it.
I don't know. That squirrel's feet are out.
Your ears were hanging out. That is...
You don't get to assume that I give you grace. You have to ask. Yeah, I'll allow it.
Okay.
That felt really good. I'll allow it.
I was going to do it regardless. I have the watchers helping me.
Oh
The
my
viewers.
gosh.
Okay, so I have the red
Rude.
section over here. I'm going to do the squirrel, please.
A squirrel.
And I'm going to do...
What are squirrels? Have you had a squirrel be angry at you before?
No, have you?
Oh yeah. I used to gripe at people like whenever we were at school because our campus was covered in squirrels. Remember?
Yes.
There was this one squirrel in this one tree. Whenever I would walk by it to like a 9 a.m. class, it would be like really chuttering, really loud. Like, get away from my tree.
Great story. So anyway, I have this one.
What is it?
I have, the flower is almost completely in it, and I have a tree. So I get 2 pine cones for this one.
Okay.
But I don't have the flower on here. It doesn't matter, right?
I don't think that matters.
Sit down, let us know if it does. So next one, I used a 4. So
I think it might though, because you have to have it in the perfect shot.
Well, it's showing this.
I know, but it's called the perfect shot. You didn't shoot the flower if it's not there.
We'll
let it slide.
let it slide. I did not get this one. I did not get that one because I haven't taken a squirrel photo yet. I did get this one. It's perfectly directed at it, so I will get 2 pine cones. And I do not have the beaver in that one. So my last turn is done. I'll do this. I'm gonna move the squirrel to the green area. Ooh, tons of.
Hey, don't bite my feet.
He's mad. He's mad that you...
It's that squirrel
wait,
from campus.
You haven't had a squirrel, so never mind. It would be the raccoon that would be mad.
I don't have a squirrel?
Squirrel.
Oh man, do you have all 7 different animals?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope.
Which one are you missing? The elk?
The elk.
Yeah, I kept moving that one around.
And the foxy thing.
The foxy thing. I'm the foxy thing.
Yeah. But yeah, this is
You
something
like what I
that
did there, huh?
Sit Down has successfully done with the dive game and now this game.
I hate
Love
this
it.
part. I hate having to choose. I don't want to choose.
You're the photographer. You should know. You should have the perfect eye.
I'm not a photographer. I do take some photos, but I do the video stuff.
You should still have the perfect eye, right?
Perfect on a 2D plane in a round
No,
world.
this is the test. If you do well at this game, you can be a photographer or videographer.
I touched it. I have to take it. That is the rule.
It is the rule.
I have to take it.
I guess because I'm not.
Oh man, I think it might be too long. Oh boy. Oh man. My life is hard.
I'm sorry. I'm putting mine back because I don't have to do another round.
So you have the 4, that over there is the 3.
Right. So it gets a little shorter, but fatter, wider.
What's that one? The 2?
That's a
I
2.
guess?
And you have the
Give me the 2.
2?
I have to put up the 3. Here, I'll give you that. Is it far enough? Oh wait, oh gosh, I thought I was yours for a second. That would have been scary. So, oh, can you put those back in? Oh my gosh. Oh man. Luckily
He's mad that he's
Luckily I
losing.
know exactly where I was because the stupid squirrel. Let's go there.
You trying to get the yellow?
Huh?
Are you trying to get yellow?
Yeah, I have to go yellow. Optimally, I'm going to yellow. I definitely did pick one that was too long. Oh boy. This is not good.
Life is about taking risks. And you are very
Can't
risky
go
this game.
partially over it. So we'd have to be out there.
To be fair, you've won the other games, so it's my...
I don't think I think you won the first game based on your pine cone situation.
It's all about pine cones, guys.
Sometimes it is.
Pine cones
On
are
the
the
clock's
best.
there, so I can't go there.
I'm curious what you're trying to...
What if I just go this way?
Now make
But then my background would be that direction, so I
Right.
can't go that way. What am I making sure?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what direction.
What were you gonna say?
That you're going to be in yellow. I was just trying to help out. See how mean is?
But like I picked the wrong one. Let me pick a different one.
Rules are rules, babe.
All right, let me see one more thing, and then I'll actually do my last turn here. So if I go this way, nope, that made it much worse. Can I go in this way? Beaver, just be still.
What's the otter?
Otter, shut up. Otter. Not you. The otter needs to shut up. He was laughing.
Have you heard an otter laugh before?
Have you ever seen Finding Nemo? There are otters in there.
There
All right,
are.
so I think this is the best I'm gonna get.
Okay,
I'm gonna go here. Boop.
you're shooting me.
And I will make the best out of all the pine cones I can get because I'm about to screw up this whole thing. Oh, don't push him back. What?
That was big. Okay, aim for the post. You did. At least you get 2 pine cones. And
I'm a little sad.
you didn't get the fox?
Well, I'm happy to get the post. I'm a little sad that I don't get
The pawn.
anyone partially in. Because this was my goal. I should have... Well, my ideal spot was here or somewhere in the middle. I was hoping that I would get around in the middle, but the angle was bad.
I wonder if 1 would have helped you.
Had I been here, 1 would not, because it's the same, it goes out the same length. But probably this one would have been better, the 3 or the 4.
And you might have gotten this opportunity because of the
Alright,
fox.
so let's do this.
Okay, you're aimed at the post.
I am in the post. How many flowers are there here?
There's 2. You get the purple and, oh my gosh, it just purple and yellow.
Okay, so I'm no longer aimed at the post if I move it there.
Right, you have to be there.
And then, oh boy. So I'll take the card,
Okay.
and it harmonizes, thankfully.
Well, let's go over the
Elk.
first camera. You did not get a tree or the whole thing. Second one, you didn't get that one. Third one, did you do a replica?
Yeah.
You did. So you get 2.
I'm just keeping up with you. I'm not getting more than you.
Um,
And I didn't.
You got 2 more pine cones because of you're aimed at
Oh,
the
there you
post.
go. That might help a little.
Oh, so much. And then, you know what's going to be crazy if he actually wins, and I'm being so confident right now, and this one you didn't get. So,
I did not, even though that was my dream, my hope, and my goal.
you you put that over there, my love. Now it is time to tally up the points. Let's see.
All right, you want to do the writing?
We'll see if it works. RC.
You're not writing anywhere where anyone can see it.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Probably not even there.
let's just go back here.
Okay.
First, we are gonna go towards our animals, the ones that are different. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5, so I get 10 points.
1, 2, 3 different animals.
3 different ones. You got 3 points.
Oh,
Great start
boy.
already. Okay, so now, do you have
Only
all
3?
of them connected?
Yeah.
So do I.
So we both get 15 points for that.
Pine cones.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of them.
You got more pine cones than I did?
I did.
Wow. Okay, so the pine cones on the animal butts?
The animal butts.
You might have gotten more because the bigger animals have more.
17.
Whoa! I would laugh if you won.
There are more than one ways to win. We both got 4 points for the trees.
Because you have 2 as well?
Mhm.
Okay,
We
suns.
both got 4 points for the sun.
Yeah, if you have more than one sun, it kind of makes your panoramic view a little
It looks a little wonky.
weird.
You look like you're on Tatooine.
Now, how many have you left open?
3.
You left 3 open?
Yeah, I did. Did you leave any open?
I left 2 open.
What do you?
Minus 2.
You only left 1 less open than me. Why you even? If
It's
you
one
didn't
less.
cover them all
Okay, so now we are
on flowers.
on flowers.
So we each get
2,
1
3, 4,
point
5,
per flower.
6,
5.
6, 7.
Isn't that amazing how sometimes when you count more up here?
I know. Guys, you can see
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It didn't work for me.
5, 6, 7.
Here, give me like 6 flowers.
No.
I need more to appear.
Okay, so now we're going to calculate the points and then be right back. Okay, so we're back. And the final score...
What an interesting tale of the tape.
It was so close, guys.
You've been weighed
Oh, you've been measured.
and you've been found
Wanting.
wanting.
So I have 56 and you have... I have 57 and you have 56.
Man, you almost said that correctly.
I know.
I wish it was the other way around.
The animals...
Had I not covered up 1 more, the person with the most animals wins.
So now you realize that just because you do it perfectly doesn't mean you're going to win. No, you had more animals with pinecone butts.
Yeah, with more points on them.
And so that really helped. And
So it could work to technically just take photos of bears and, well, especially in combination with
try.
this. Well, only if you know this objective
Oh.
is out. Would that be a good strategy to fault towards? But like, yeah, going after the bears and the
elk
elks. That would be really good.
really helped. And there's other variants on here. You'll see in the rule book that it has more advanced. And even on the back of the cards, there's more in advance where
Yeah,
you
so-
have to have a certain
Specific
element.
icon or element.
Right.
Sometimes it wants you to leave it blank.
and that too.
Like nothing needs to be
Right.
there.
And so I like the fact that this game is good for 8 and up. I believe that's what it
Play it
says.
in teams as well.
Oh yeah, and teams as well. So our kids, we have 4, and the 2 oldest ones would most definitely be able to play this. And then, it's also fun for adults, which I really love. And there's an added advantage or more of an advance if you want to go more advanced.
The only part with smaller children, so this game is rated for 10 and up on the box, which is
8 and up.
relatively accurate. Really?
Yeah, it says 8 and up.
Oh, it might say 8 and up. What do I know? So
Nothing apparently.
it's rated for 8 and up, and the only thing that could be probably frustrating for an adult there is kids being a little bit clumsier or
Yes.
not very dexterous in handling the icons, or the miniatures. But as you saw with what I did, you move stuff around, you put it back as closely as you can, because this is not like an overly intense strategy game.
No.
It did not last that long. It's already over. And so, do you want to go ahead and start with some of your thoughts about it?
Like I said before, I really liked... Sorry, our dog's in the background.
What are you whining for? Come here.
We do take him out on hikes. So I love that they took something, because I love the game Dive with the transparent cards and everything, and they took it in a different direction and made this a camera game about photography out in the wilderness, in the redwood forest, taking pictures. And I just love the thematic element to this. And I love the fact with the camera, you not only have your movement, but you also have, you also have the angle and what your camera is going to be able to see. And depending on where you're focused is the scenario that you're gonna have. The scene, the background and everything. So I like it because not only does it make you think, but also plan kind of ahead. Plus, I had something. I like something that's also would be good for our kids is once you touch it, you have to use it, which kind of hurt you with that last move.
With 3 of my moves.
But it makes you really
Although I
think.
only lost the game at one point.
You did. It makes you really think about what you're about to do before you grab it.
Right, which could equate to some analysis paralysis for many people because they want to be sure, but I mean, the decisions are relatively limited. And with higher player counts, I believe more people will be getting pine cones for having certain movement tiles or having certain angles. But yeah, from a videographer perspective, this is very interestingly and ingeniously created, where you put the 3D world we live in on a flat surface and go, okay, simple stuff too, like let's make it a circle, and depending upon which direction you point your camera, that's the background.
Right.
But the different lenses work exactly the way this game, depicts them. They see a certain amount of length.
Right.
And they can showcase a certain amount of width. And even lenses with a zoom on them are generally made for a specific purpose. So a 24 millimeter to a 70 millimeter,
which I have no clue what that is,
only has so much range. So not knowing what it is not important, but like it has its limitations, so you'd have to switch lenses to a longer lens.
Makes sense.
And it's when you pick your lens and the animal's right there, or you're at an event and the thing is happening right now, you don't have time to switch lenses.
Right.
You have to try and get the shot. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it's a miss, and you find out in post whether it was a shot or a miss. I also love the element of time, so you only have so much time to move so far, in that like the sun moves around, and if you're doing all of these photos in a day, like if you had one day in Redwood Forest, that's what this would be. That's why you can see the sun in 2 different spots, because if the sun moves, you have to be careful as to where you put your sun in relation to the subject. And so from a videographer or photographer standpoint, the simplisticness of it, yet so immersive that this game is theme-wise, is extremely, extremely impressive.
Right.
The playtime is good, and I like that they're honest with the playtime. It's not 30 minutes, it's around 45 minutes, because people want to labor over which one to select. But the thing that I wish for absolutely is more animals.
Yes.
More variety in the animals.
Like birds.
Yeah, I would love to see some birds in there, like an owl or an eagle. I'm not really sure what birds are native to the Redwood Forest specifically.
Yeah.
But I do know that the Into the Wild Redwood expansion, which is a part of this campaign, which is currently live, that you guys are looking at right now, has more animals, character cards.
There's like a cat.
It's mountain lion.
Yeah.
So that's what's on the cover. So mountain lion's on the cover. I don't know what the other animals are, but it has character cards.
Yes.
Has camp things.
Which is cool.
And a giant sequoia.
Excited.
And I mentioned all this in the rules explanation, so if you're hearing this twice, sorry. But new objectives, and so we didn't get our hands on the expansion, but the base game already. The components are top notch, and these are all prototype components. So we're looking at like double layer things here. The miniatures are extremely detailed. I do like the resin printings of like prototype miniatures. I believe this is a resin print. But like, I really love that this base, the notch fits in there really well. And so they're being really creative with translucent like game pieces, like the dive game, like Rachel mentioned earlier. But the designer of this game, I mean, he made Colt Express, and that's literally a 3D train where you're moving things. in space and time, and it's got programming in there. And that maybe that element is a bit of an inspiration here too, because you kind of program, you're not really programming, but you select your movement before you do it.
Right.
And then you select your angle before you go, and then you have to do it. It has more to do with the theme of photography and videography than it does with programming, but very, very interesting game. I like the different objectives.
It's very lighthearted, family friendly. I mean, easy to get to the table, easy to play with non-board gamers.
Yeah.
It's not hard, like the rule book wasn't hard to understand, and we've only had the prototype. It's not even finished yet, so I know there might be changes.
Yeah.
And so I give this 2 thumbs up. I mean, it's such a great game, and I can't wait to play it with more people.
Absolutely. If you like photography, if you like nature photography or animals, or you think that, this is a game that you'll be able to get to the table because the theme is cool, and people generally love games that have good artwork, pretty animals, nice miniatures, good quality components. Even inside the box, like this is one of the most professional prototypes that we've ever received, because either we receive the prototype and it's almost like, wow, this could be practically a finished product, or they even have a diagram on the inside of the bottom of the box showing what the insert's going to look like. So we know that there's going we know that there's going to be an insert for the flowers and for all these little components and stuff, and that really excites me that they planned ahead, that they know what they're doing. And sit down to in general, we've had a lot of
great
connections hit our table. And we love the people over there. And so we absolutely recommend that you go and support this campaign.
We will be there.
This is a campaign that we will definitely be a part of. And whenever we receive our final version of the game, we will not be giving it away, getting rid of it, or any of that stuff. It's going to be hitting our table, and we're going to be having a lot of fun with it. I cannot wait to see the final product.
I know, I'm so excited.
So we could go on and on.
On and on.
But I think, what do we have to do? We have to play this game in German now, don't we?
Yeah.
All right. So if you speak German, we'll see you there. Otherwise, we'll see you at the Kickstarter, and thanks for tuning in.
Yeah. Stay hungry.
Oh, yeah. Stay hungry, folks.
Cheers.